Yes, it works. Hello, everyone. Welcome to ARC for tonight. We have for you in store the realistic performance steer around Bahrain. So, yeah, short quali this time, 29 laps for the race. We are readying up to go onto the grid, or into qualifying, better said. Uh, Obviously, feel thirsty right now, grab a drink. Better yet, grab a Wraith energy drink. Use code ARC Racing for 10% off at checkout. And of course, this stream is also brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Now, hopefully everyone is all in. Hopefully everything is alright. Now, for those who are new and do not remember what happens in the realistic there, the driver who is leading the championship has to start at the back of the grid. He's not allowed to qualify, and yeah, that's that basically. You have to start from the back if you're winning. Now, for the cars for today, we have Gaza and Gotcha and Haas, McQueen and Hoff in Ferrari. So maybe Hoff can get his first win tonight in the Ferrari. It is the best car on the grid. So, fingers crossed. Whoopi and Bucko in AlphaTauri, Sam and Spikey in McLaren, Runner and Loyal Will in the Mercedes, Reaper and Andrews in the Alfa Romeo, Mario and Ryan in the Williams, Lee, Craig and Puffy in the Aston Martin. Then we have Glatz and Ken in Red Bull, and to round us off, Vettel and Assassin are in the Alpine. We wait for Glatz to retire, which he has done, and then we shall get ready for quali. Hi Reaper, hi Whoopi. Good to see you guys in the chat. Whoopi, if you want, I'll update you if anything happens at the United game. If anything happens at all, that is. Hopefully it will be a bit more of an interesting game than Feyenoord had, which was a boring match, but 1-0 win. It will do. First people out on track will be Aaron and either Hoff or McQueen. Coming out behind Aaron and Hoff, we also have Vettel, Puffy, Assassin, Mario, and Andrews. Those are the guys that are on track at the moment. And, well, if Aaron's lucky, he'll get no traffic. But that will basically take that no one goes on an outlap right now. There is a Haas, although that's half a lap, so don't think that'll bother Aaron too much, as he is about to start his lap for the second qualifying session of the season. Oh, there's a... I think that's an Aston Martin that has spun there at turn 14. It's of course purple for Aaron in sector 1. So here we have Andrews who is getting out of the way of Aaron. And Andrews or Aaron went clean by. Sector 2, Aaron sets a 25 or 25, yes, absolutely 25 there. A 108.5. Now heading across the final corner and towards the line. He will kick us off with a time of 1 minute 30.8. And Hoff immediately beats that with a 130.2. And then Reaper behind has just started his lap as well. Puffy behind warming up his tires. Assassin is on a lap. Will he be able to pull that Alpine up to a high grid position? So far it's P3 and Puffy in P5. Vettel jumps himself into P2. Not too far behind Hoff, who is on provisional pole at the moment. We have Gaza using all of the track. He is about 3/10 slower than Aaron was. Currently on target for P4. Ooh, he is on the mediums actually, and across the line 31-1 on mediums. That's pretty decent. Reaper now also coming across the line. He is on the softs. And he will put himself in P1 provisional pole at the moment with a 30 flat. Bucko has not had the greatest of laps. He's recharging again for a second one. How about Mario in the Williams? He is on a lap, but it's not looking great so far. Of course, that Williams is very bad, but he is looking to get around P10 at the moment. Spiky fastest beats Reaper and goes to a 29.8. So we've had a spin there of one of the Alpines. Mario across the line goes into P13. And at this point we've had the first runs of quali. Bucko is also retired. And that's on track. So let me clip that, which I cannot, so that's good. But Bucko retired on track, so I'll note that down. And we'll keep that going. Right. Good evening, lads. How does it feel starting from the back? Championship leader. Very fast man. Is Mario able to improve on his time? It doesn't look like it. Don't think he's on the lap as well. We have someone going out of sync in McQueen, who is just on an out lap now. Yeah, fair enough, and just better to take it very easy into turn 1. Especially starting at the back, not with any damage. Can has now also gone out on a lap, and so has Reaper for his second one, and so has Gaza. Here comes McQueen. Probably the man I have rated highest for the win tonight. Should be very quick in that Ferrari heading into turn 4. And also towards the first sector split. Then we will see if he is genuinely fast. And it is purple. And through the second sector split, that isn't showing purple on track, but it's the fastest I have seen so far at the split. So it's looking very good for McQueen. Has been a very clean lap as well. And towards the line, McQueen will kick his session off with a 29.5. That's 4/10 quicker than Spiky behind. What a lap. Can behind also on a lap for his first time. Let's see what he can do with number 86 on the Red Bull. And is in the 1 minute 10.4 through the middle sector. Seeming to be struggling a little bit. His rear end seems very loose, and across the line Ken will only go P15, but he definitely has areas to improve on, especially on the corner exits. That will help him a lot. Now on to Reaper, who is coming into the pit lane actually. So I guess we're on to Gaza. Yellow flag, that's for someone going slow. And whoopee! In the AlphaTauri has gone faster than Steve in the Ferrari. He is at a 29.3. Ooh, and Gaza slows down. He also did not have enough pace on this lap. Let's go on with Mario. Of course, he had just had his own movie released. And now is back in the F1 car. Hopefully the movie didn't distract him too much. The filming and all, and the big release party. As he's now weaving, so maybe it did. I still did not fix the camera angles for the Red Bull and the McLaren. I do apologize. Here comes a runner. He has just started his lap, and through sector 1 he is 6 seconds down, so he's definitely not improving on that lap. Vettel just heads into the pits, so does Aaron. Maybe Assassin, but Assassin also seems slower than he was there previously. Maybe Top Gotcha, but he's also a second down. Is he still here? Yes, 2 seconds. The new runs don't really seem to work. Four tenths up for Andrew, so he is one that can improve, and this would put him right up with Assassin at the moment. Still needs to find a bit more time though to get higher up in the top 10. Whoopi's happy, he's on pole, and United has just scored. Andrews goes up into P10. There's a big gap from P9 to P10, 4 tenths. Spiky is coming towards the line as well. Yellow for Andrews, who has a spin. Spiky 29.899 puts himself up into P3. It wasn't Andrews, it was Reaper who had the spin, apologies. Hoff through the second sector is a tenth and a bit up. Towards the line now. Hoff will put in a 30.1, goes into P6. Andrews pulls into the pit lane, and that's his qualifying session over. He will not improve anymore simply because of the time limit. I think Hoff just finished his lap, so this is McQueen on an out lap. And Aaron just started his, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, we've had a spin for either Hoff or McQueen, and it's Hoff with the IKEA helmet. And 2 tenths up in sector 1 as Andrews has retired in the pit lane and is definitely confirmed to be in P10 because the guys below him are all in the pit lane as well. Oh, spin from Aaron, and Vettel very lucky to escape there damage free. And Vettel is still 9 tenths up. This might be pole. It's at least very close to it. He's pushing very hard. He's gonna get very close. towards the line. Vettel will put in a 29.355 and goes provisional fastest. Provisional pole position, but Whoopi is also on the lap. And so is McQueen and so is Spiky. Spiky won't be improving. It's all between Whoopi, McQueen, and actually Gaza. Gaza is still there as well. Whoopi is 6 thousandths up on his time. Gaza is 8 seconds down, so it won't be Gaza. Towards the line, Whoopi needs a very small margin. Will he get it? He does! Whoopi on provisional pole. Only one man who can stop him now, and it's McQueen. Round the final corner and towards the line, McQueen will put in a 1 minute 29.5. Does improve his time, but not his place, and it's Whoopi on pole position in the AlphaTauri, followed very closely by Vettel in the Alpine and McQueen in the Ferrari. And wow, that was an amazing qualifying session. If you liked that and you're not yet in ARC, there is a link that's being dropped in the chat every few minutes or so. Be sure to check our Facebook out. You'll be able to get into ARC via there. And what a quali! That's been great. And apparently it's also 2-0 for United, so Whoopi is even happier. And that's qualifying over. Whoopi, Vettel, McQueen, Spiky, Runner, Reaper, Gaza, Hoff, Aaron, Andrews, Assassin, Tub, Gotcha, Mario, Puffy, Can, Bucko, Glads. That is the grid rundown. A lot of guys used all of their softs. Some guys also didn't. Here's the race director as well. We will be back in around 5 minutes for the main event, the race. So be sure to grab yourself a can of Raid Energy and play some Raid Shadow Legends in the break, and we will be right back. And we are back for the race. So now we can also see what strategy everyone has chosen. Who will start on the hards, who will start on the mediums. Does anyone dare to start on the soft compound tires? We will see right now. In an ideal world. There we go. So from what I can see at the moment, it's Whoopi on mediums, Vettel on mediums, all basically on mediums. Let's look at detail tire. So Andrews is on, oh no wait, let's start that over. So Spiky, Gaza and Top Gotcha are on, well, what was Vettel doing? Anyway, Spiky, Gaza and Top Gotcha on hards, and there is someone who has dared to start on the soft compound tires, and it's Assassin. He wants to make a quick start. McQueen really backing the rest of the guys up. Making sure Whoopi has the coldest tires he can get at the start. What's going on here? What's happening? Oh, it's that Whoopi. Whoopi just slowed right all the way down. So I think Vettel was just taking avoiding action there. But yeah, it's all back together now, the whole pack. The Queen's plan failed. Now we wait for the grid lineups. Oh, way too far from Whoopi. He's broken way too late. Yeah, that's gonna hurt him at the start. So has McQueen though. Whoopi's controller died. That's not smart. Let's try and get a good angle for this start here. It doesn't look like we'll get, so we'll just look at the start here then. 5 lights and away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's looking like a great start from Vettel and a terrible one from Whoopi. Vettel is now at the moment in the lead. Heading into turn 1. It is Vettel leading the race. McQueen is down to P4. And Whoopi has made his way back up into P2. Spiky in P3 as well. Assassin's gamble to start on the media or on the soft hasn't really paid off. As Aaron has had a spin, Aaron's round, and front wing damage for him as well. So debris on track. Hopefully no one got a puncture. But it's looking all okay. And besides that, everyone is clean through. Looks like 3 wide there. Which at the moment, I think it actually was. Does Mario have damage? He does indeed. Mario has damage, so maybe some contact between him and Aaron. Goes very wide all the way off track and is now in P last. Back to the first positions, and Vettel has already pulled out a big lead. Glatz 7 places up from the start already. McQueen also very close on the back of Spiky. Here he goes in the slipstream using a lot of ERS, pulling out now. Down the inside he goes, very late on the brakes, and McQueen gets that move done. Aaron pits as Mario decides to stay out, and it's again side by side for McQueen and Spiky. Spiky this time at the outside, but McQueen stays ahead. McQueen into P3. Ooh, Bucko and Puffy also side by side. Bucko with a bit of a moment, and Puffy keeps that position for now, but Bucko was all over him. Ooh, there goes Bucko. Bucko with a spin. Gets out of the way nicely of everyone else, but not nice at all. Not ideal. Now in second to last by quite a margin, and has a big task in front of him to get back. Here comes Glatz making the move on the Alfa Romeo at the inside, and is fully clean passed into P8 already in just 2 laps. He's gained 9 positions. Is already on the back of Gaza as well, using his ERS. Having a little look down the inside, but waits with the move for now. Gaza is on the hards, so Glatz will want to go past as quick as possible, and there he goes, pulls out alongside fastest lap to go with it. And Glatz is passed. Now we'll have to watch out for Gaza, who will now have the DRS and has a lot more ERS as well. I don't think it matters because Glatz is too far ahead and is into P7 already, 10 places up from the start. Battle for P4 seems to be spicing up with Spiky, Runner and Hoff, and even Glatz, who is already caught up to that as well. Glatz is absolutely flying. Can't do anything here though, and maybe has to recharge for just a little while. Oh, mistake from Hoff, and Glatz is through. Hoff has also immediately lost DRS, not ideal. And here comes Glatz, maybe trying to make another move into the final corner, which he will. He is side by side with Runner, and he is past Runner. What a move. Does he get Spiky on the straight as well? Surely not. Another fastest lap. Here he comes. Pulls out. Does he send it? He sends it down the inside. And Glatz is into P4 with another dosage of DRS. Don't think Spiky can do anything into that, and no he can't. And Glatz is already moved up into P4. What a great start he's having. Hoff has also lost another position to Gaza. He's now down to P8. Yellow flag ahead, and it's Whoopi! Whoopi spun down to P8, P9. Unbelievable. Now leaves Vettel unchallenged at the top for now. Side by side, contact made. Whoopi gets forced very wide, but gets a better run now actually. And is passed round the outside. Reaper comes back at him though. Has a little look and goes for the move. Reaper again on the inside, and again Whoopi makes that outside line work. And again Whoopi is passed. Again. Can I say again in the sentence? Runner very close on the back of Spiky. Has a lot more ERS. Look at the exit he gets. And there he goes, past Spiky very quickly. And into P4 now, chasing Glatz, who is on an absolute mad one. Hoff as well sends it on Gaza. Side by side still a bit of wheel banging, but it's all good, it's all clean. And there goes Gaza. Gaza pulls out, and now Whoopi is passed as well. Don't know what happened there to Gaza. He seemed to get very slowly all of a sudden. But now behind Whoopi, who is very quick. Surely not again around the outside. Ooh, basically the perfect line through that left-hander. Hof using a lot of ERS. Whoopi being smart and using it at the end, around the outside. Oh, gets on the curb, and that's not great. That won't be a move just yet. And Reaper is the first with a time penalty. We head on to Glatz first, who is at the back of McQueen already. And gets that move easily done, almost out of ERS though, but is ahead at the braking zone. McQueen tries to come back, but brakes early. And maybe has to concede that place for good. Here comes Whoopi. Down the inside of Hof. No contact made. Very clean. And Whoopi is passed back up into P6. Puffy basically pushing Top Gotcha through the corner. And Puffy maybe make a move on him. Aaron is past Mario. Mario's made another pit stop, I think. Look at all the energy Top Gotcha is using. And it's working for now. The pace this man is showing to us all is insane. In 6 laps he has gone from the last position of the grid to now almost being in the first position. 32 flat for him on mediums. Now challenging Vettel for the win, gets a better line and a better exit. It's a spin for Bucko. And around the outside, surely not. Glad stays there. Whoa. It's Vettel still ahead. What an amazing move that would have been. Glad's now still pushing Vettel quite hard. Glad's still going. Now has a little bit more charge for himself as Bucko is spun again. But Vettel has so much more ERS. Glad's can't do anything. Maybe he sends it down. Oh wow, switches to the inside. Oh, very close between the two. What a move from Glad's. Switches very quickly to the inside. But again, it will not be enough. We are seeing some great defending from Vettel as Assassin gets a 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. Wow, these two are battling hard for this win. Again, Bucko with a spin. And has a penalty as well. Assassin again trying it around the outside, but it won't work. As now Canis had a spin as well, and he's into the wall. No, he wasn't. He was just all the way at a different part of the track. Bucko also gets 5 seconds for speeding into the pit lane and has retired from the pit lane. Glatz now once again close as ever. Here he comes. This time he does have the overspeed. Heading into turn 1, gets squeezed a lot by Vettel into turn 1. Vettel gets the DRS. Oh, that did not look great at all. Contact made between the two. That did not look nice. I do hope that wasn't intentional, man. That's definitely floor damage for Glatz. Has to be. Can't really see it yet though. I mean, he is still pushing. And he is already back into the DRS of runner. Like Vettel is also in the DRS of McQueen. That will definitely be a ticket what happened there between Vettel and Glatz in turn 1. Now when will Glatz make his move? The runner has a lot more ERS. But it hasn't stopped Glatz before, and sure it won't stop him now. Basically pushing him on the straight, and there he goes. Runner knows there isn't a fight in this. And lets him pass. Actually, no, he doesn't. Sends it back down the inside. Very late on the brakes. But rides the curb, and that is the position gone. And now here comes Vettel as well, but does not have enough straight line speed to get past McQueen. Vettel seems laggy. Here he comes. It will not be enough just yet. Closest battle on track this is at the moment. Oh wow! McQueen actually pulls into the pit lane very late. But he's in and he's going on to the hards to the end. Now he just has to hope that there won't be a safety car in the next 3 laps, but he comes out in a nice gap in P7. Reaper also decides to pit. And this will be a massive overcut on the rest of the drivers. Actually, will McQueen come out in a nice gap, or will he come out behind the Aston Martin? There's a nice gap. Lots of clean air. And once again, the battle for P1 is between Vettel and Glatz. But McQueen trying to pull away on the hards now. Ooh, Vettel made a mistake? Or does he know that it was his fault at turn 1 and just let him go? Because he was about a second in front. Now, does Vettel respond? Does Glatz respond? Does Runner maybe respond? Because if Runner can get the undercut on the top two as well, then we might see a battle between McQueen and him for the win. Ooh, Vettel seems very wiggy. Into the pits Glatz goes. Vettel stays out for yet another lap. So does Runner, so does Spikey. And so do Hovengaza. Glatz on the hards. Has McQueen's undercut helped him to maybe get very close to Glatz? Yes, it has. And with Glatz on cold tires, he might just get him. He will definitely undercut Vettel though. Glatz weaving to get some temp in the tires. Look at the throttle input from McQueen. Makes a man think about the one and only Senna. Vettel in now as well. Runner and Spikey again try to stay out. But Vettel knows he'll lose the lead right here, right now, to both Glatz and McQueen. Actually, it's gonna be very close. No, it's not, because there they go. And Vettel side by side with McQueen, contact. Hopefully no damage, but seems okay. McQueen definitely not happy though. And now Vettel maybe has lost his shot at the win. See, if I was a mod I would be able to remove that message, but I can't now. If any mods are in the chat, if you could please remove that bots, that would be lovely. Vettel losing time to McQueen, McQueen losing time to Glatz, and it looks like Glatz will pull off an absolute masterstroke again. Three-second penalty for Mario. Now where does Runner come out in comparison to the rest? He'll come out behind Puffy maybe. Just about stays ahead. Top Gotcha in the pit lane as well, so let's look at the pit stop for once. Onto the mediums to the end. They'll be very worn at the end, but doable. Ooh, look at Puffy having all the kinds of looks on Runner. Runner gets a great exit though, nothing to worry about for him. Vettel also very close, all on the back of McQueen, who keeps losing time to Glatz. 4 seconds, the gap between them already. Off into the pits. Bosman will probably go onto the hards, if I am not mistaken. Yes, he does. And Vettel moves his way side by side with McQueen, and is now fully passed. There's a yellow flag. Why are you weaving, Vettel? A bit of animosity between the two. They don't really seem to like each other at the moment. Maybe the start of a real rivalry. Also, Whoopi at halftime still 2-0 for United. McQueen definitely pushing to catch back up to Vettel and giving a taste of his own medicine. Spuffy is in now as well. That moves Whoopi up into P7, who has made his pit stop. McQueen can stay in the DRS of Vettel, but cannot get past for now. Bit of a wobble from Vettel as well. Vettel now, using a lot of his battery to pull a gap. And now has 6 seconds to Glatz, who's massively quick. Spiky and Gaza still have to pit. They're just waiting for a safety car at this moment, I guess. No, they're not, because there goes Spiky. With Andrews also very close on the back, actually side by side with Puffy. And no match for him. Andrews is up into P11. Ooh, very close between Spiky and Runner as well. But the Runner gets past. And Spiky is down to P6. Whoopi also in the pit lane, so he still had to pit. Now if you're feeling like you're lacking a bit of energy at the moment, be sure to go over to wraitenergy.com and use code ARC Racing at checkout for 10% off a nice energetic beverage. And if you're bored after the race, make sure to download Raid Shadow Legends and play their game. It's a good game. I like the ads they have as well. You do not have enough power. Imagine that happening in real life, or in the F1 game. Like, Glatz trying to overtake Gaza, who pulls into the pit lane now. But the Glads just gets a pop-up on the screen. You do not have enough power to overtake Gaza. That's probably what Mercedes has this season now. Especially at Jeddah compared to Max. You do not have enough power to stay ahead. I see a move and I see Spiky into P4. McQueen slowly is falling away from the DRS of Vettel. But McQueen isn't using his DRS quite a lot, and neither is Vettel, to be honest, so he is pulling away on pure pace as Assassin has a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. Mario's in the pits and might get lapped. Whoopi also with a 3-second penalty. Started on pole, but how the mighty have fallen is down to P14. Glads with the fastest lap. And here comes McQueen mounting an attack very late on the brakes. Sends it round the outside, now turns into the second DRS straight, and now Vettel will push his ERS quite a lot. Reaper passed Hoff as well into turn 1. Let's actually look at Whoopi, who is past Aaron, who pulls into the pit lane. So no look at Whoopi, I guess. Ooh, Andrews had a wobbly exit. Almost caused Puffy to run into the back of him, but it didn't happen, fortunately. Andrews very wide again, and that's just allowing Puffy, who touched the curb and almost lost it, to stay within the DRS range for now. Ooh, we just caught that. Aaron is round and Whoopi is past Top Roger. No damage for Aaron though, by the looks of it. Seems all good. Now does Hoff make a move on Reaper? No, he will not. He does not have enough pace in the straights. Hoff kind of doing the reverse trail braking. Just starting at half and then slowly going up. Ooh, Aaron with another spin into the wall again, and that's a race over. He will be lapped by Glads, who is amazingly fast, by the way, and will now be indulged in a battle between him and Mario for the wooden spoon. Glads goes just a casual, another 2/10 quicker than he already has. McQueen not really utilizing the slipstream. Maybe trying to cool his engine or something. But what McQueen needs to do now is try to save his ERS, but also make Vettel burn his. Here comes Hoff down the inside of Reaper. Certainly has a wheel there very close between the two. Great respect between the two as well. Hoff now heading into turn 4, using his ERS and DRS, tries to maybe send it around the outside, which he does. But Reaper has the better line and Reaper stays ahead for now. Hoff seems to be a little bit quicker than Reaper though, in the first sector. Vettel has definitely used some ERS because he's now broken the DRS zone to McQueen. We have Puffy also very close with Andrews and Whoopi. Glatz just goes another 2 tenths quicker. Oh, and contact between Whoopi and Andrews. Andrews went slowly. And Whoopi ran into the back of him. And now Whoopi goes past. Whoa! Oh, and Andrews has left the session. He's disconnected. Not surprised because that looked very weird. Let me get him back in. McQueen back in DRS range of Vettel. Does not have DRS though, and Vettel is now pushing away. Glatz, what? Glatz 5 tenths quicker than his previous fastest lap. What in the world? Ooh, Vettel outbrakes himself very much. And this allows McQueen to go past. McQueen now up into P2, a big mistake from Vettel. And McQueen now in P2, and now Vettel has to push. There's a lot more ERS though. Ooh, Andrews is led by Puffy. Trying to play a little bit of DRS chicken, I suppose. I don't think that's really worked out for him because he's now 7 tenths behind. Back to Vettel. Closest battle on track is between him and McQueen. Actually, no, it's not. It's Hoff and Reaper. Hoff still trying to get past, but is still not able to. Wolf very late on the brakes, so there won't be a move right here from him. Reaper still has about 20% more ERS than Hoff has. And the yellow flag, that's from Mario letting people by. Vettel now using all of his ERS, trying not to wait. And sends it down the inside, bit of a squeeze, but all fair, and now he is back past into P2. And now McQueen has to go again. Now it's all fair game. So now they have around the same level of ERS. Say that there's still 15% difference. Wolf and Reaper also side by side. Wolf gets the switchback. And again. And again. Now with DRS and basically no ERS, he is trying to go on the inside, but still can't find a way past. Some great defending, absolutely amazing defending from Reaper we're seeing here. Can Hoff now make a move? This time Reaper's ERS advantage isn't so big anymore. Wolf trying to push so hard. Will he now finally make the move stick? Don't think he will, because he has no ERS left. Still gaining on Reaper though. Reaper goes defensive, Wolf goes round the outside. Switches back again, and again Reaper stays ahead. Whoopi has also made his way past Assassin. Here comes Wolf round the outside, and Reaper again stays ahead. Now they're side by side though, and now Wolf has the inside line, so surely it's game over. No, it's not. Reaper stays ahead. No one can challenge him. Aaron also with another mistake. He's had another spin and he is now right here. Back on track behind his teammate. Except he is one lap down from his teammate. Ooh, McQueen in the DRS range for sure. Ooh, Assassin lost another 2 places. Oh, Assassin has a puncture! So did he run over some debris, or is that just tire wear? I don't know. But it is a puncture for the Alpine. Look at the tire flap about. Yeah, this is gonna cost him a lot of time. So watch out for anyone behind him, which would at the moment be Can and Glatz. And there is a man with a puncture on the inside of the track. That came out of nowhere basically. He's now made his way into the pit lane. Yeah, that's also a race over for Assassin. He is now also a lap down and he will not get that lap back, I don't think. Aaron with yet another mistake. And McQueen giving it a final push once again to get past Vettel. This time he is at the inside. This time Vettel does not have as much ERS as he is used to having. And this time it is McQueen who is past. Vettel will definitely come back though. Round the outside, McQueen will also be using all of the ERS that he has available. But Vettel stays ahead. McQueen though with a better line. Vettel has to use the curb and McQueen behind for now. Glatz can easily make a pit stop and get away with it as well. That's insane. 22 seconds of a lead he has. That's unbelievable. If you remember, he started last as well. Started from last, is now leading by 22 seconds. If you didn't realize, that's insane. McQueen once again comes, and then once again Aaron has had a spin, and once again McQueen is at the inside and passed. Vettel jumps the curb and now gets a bad exit, and it might be game over. Vettel looking for the move, tries to dummy McQueen. Kinda works, but not really. Look at the Red Bulls, they're just going side by side. Just wanted to show you that. Back to Vettel and McQueen. Vettel has been amazing out of this corner, but this time McQueen gets a better exit. Now does McQueen try and get Vettel to re-overtake him for the DRS? Or can McQueen defend well? At the moment McQueen has just a little bit more. Here comes Vettel. All out of ERS. And all out of enough straight line speed, because this won't be enough, surely not. No, he sends it down the inside. And we'll get another boost of DRS. McQueen's still there with his nose, but Vettel manages to squeeze him out. Now can McQueen come back? He's using everything he has. Maybe a late dive, but no, he doesn't. He lets Vettel go through, and at the moment it's looking like Vettel will get P2. One more DRS straight to go for the both of them. Both on the exact same amount of ERS. McQueen needs all the power he can get. 25 seconds between these two to Glatz. That is absolutely insane. And by the looks of it, it will not be McQueen who takes P2 unless Vettel makes a mistake. Now we go on to Glatz, who comes across the line to win the second race of the season from the back of the grid. With an amazing race. Don't care what the game says who the driver of the day is. He is my driver of the day. That's Ghost Rider levels of push. But on another level. Towards the line, it's gonna be Vettel above McQueen. These two have had a race-long battle. And McQueen has to concede at the end. Oh, Spikey's ran out of fuel! That gives Runner P4 and Spikey P5. And Gaza P6. P7 will go to... well, Reaper on track, but Hoff will get it due to his penalty. And Whoopi, who had an unfortunate race, still manages to climb back up into P9. It ain't ideal, but it is a good result. Crashes across the line. Whoa, big crash. Puffy manages to fend off Andrews for a little bit as well and comes across the line in P10, Andrews P11, and Top Gotcha rounds off the grid for P12. Driver of the day, Glad's absolutely 100%. No one else. It has to be Glad. Absolutely dominant. Here he comes doing the gritty on the podium. Adrian Newey up there with him, I think. It is indeed. Glads has taken the victory once again, and will have to start from the back of the grid once again because he will remain our championship leader. Fastest lap for him as well. Let's quickly look at the race director to see all the incidents. Here we go. Right, so that's been it. That has been ARC for tonight. The realistic tier is done. We will be back with the Lauda tier on Saturday, which will be around Japan. A lovely circuit, absolutely love it there. So yeah, that will be for Saturday. For Sunday we'll also have the Academy race. Then next week on Monday we will have the Formula 2 tier, which will be around the British Grand Prix of Silverstone. And for the tier 2 it will be Silverstone as well. So it's looking like a whole week of Silverstone next week. So thank you all for watching the stream tonight. Be sure to check out Wraith Energy and to check out Raid Shadow Legends. If you enjoyed what you saw, please check us out on Facebook. Link will be dropped in the chat throughout all of our streams and will probably be put into the description on YouTube as well. So check down below if you are watching on YouTube. Yeah, that's been it. Goodbye.